Hi y'all, and Bonnie. I've got another presentation for you. Seems that nobody's actually figuring out or considering what to do with leeks. I don't really know what to do with them either. But I'll tell you what, I've got an idea. How about leek soup? And I'll show you what I did here. I took a leek and cut it in several different places. So I made a whole bunch of little strips. I used the entire thing to make this leek soup. I cut up some broccoli and I used a little bit of that in there. And I also used a little bit of granulated bouillon. Earlier, we were talking about taking a spaghetti squash, putting it in a pan of water like this, throwing it in the oven at 350 for an hour to make some amazing spaghetti squash. But today, we're going to take a butternut squash and do the same. We'll see how it turns out. Now, I took this butternut squash and I cut it. Wow. But what happens if we cut it again? Whoa. We got to take all that stuff out of there, put it face down in that pan, fill it with about an inch of water, put it in the oven at 350 for an hour and see what happens. But what do we do with this? Well, I cut it one more time and it looks like if I put it in there like that, it's going to dry out on this side. So I might just leave this on like this and see if it works. This is relatively easy to do with something like this. So we just got to cut this like this. There, perfect. Okay, the first thing to do is to fill this with water. Doesn't need much water, so I put them in there upside down. This one may take longer than this, and this one I think I'm going to cut right down the middle, like this, and see if that does the job. Let's see, this way. Yeah. These might not cook totally evenly, but we'll see what happens. Into the oven it goes. Bake at 350. Timer, 1 hour. It takes about 10 minutes for this thing to preheat, so that's why I set it for 1 hour and 10 minutes. Catch you in an hour. Well, it's been in there for 1 hour, and we'll see if it's done. We'll have to check it with a fork. Well, it looks like it could be done. It may be going in there nice and easy. This part's a little bit hard. Yeah, so we'll keep that one in there. We'll keep that one in a little longer. This one here is definitely done. Okay, so let's pull it out. And put it right up on here. It doesn't look like any of the water had evaporated. Not bad, not bad. Oh, that's perfect. This one's definitely not done. These could use a little more. So we're going to put it in there for another half hour for these two, and probably a whole nother hour for this one. Now, doesn't that look delicious? No? Well, we'll see when we let it cool, and we'll see what we can do with it. Catch you then. Wow. Well, you look at that thing. Gotta check if it's done. Whoa. Oh my goodness. That's really... Ooh. Whew. That's hot. It's been a half hour. Let's take this butter out and check it. It's definitely done. Okay, and then this, I guess keeping that on there was a good idea. This, I think that will be very nice. I think it's perfect. Okay, as for the leek soup, I added a little more flour to the water, which gave it a little thicker consistency. We're going to try it. It had boiled for about 20 minutes. Therefore, the leeks are kind of soggy. This might be an excellent tasting, kind of onion tasting soup, onion chicken soup. But if I was to put the leeks in last and only let them boil for a couple of minutes, that would have allowed them to be more like noodles. Okay, we're going to cut into this to see how beautiful this thing is. And we're going to take a little slice out of here. Okay. Let's try one of these slices here. And we'll also cut into this one. See how this one turned out. And check it. Oh, yes. So good. What can you mix this with? I'm not sure, but we'll figure something out. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe to the video if you haven't already done it. Click on that bell so you can get the next video notification of my next video. And definitely click that like button, because that helps the algorithm. For some reason, I'm not even sure how or why, but just do it anyway. I'll talk with you later. Bye.